about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. Harris now to return. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Check. Hey, easy.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And it's incomplete to Smith. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Camaro. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Tackle made at the...
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers 30. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
And double coverage, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chargers' 33-yard line.
Easy.
On the counter, here's Kamara. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
He was brought
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
5-yard line.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Going with a screen for Murray. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a first down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
By Rayshon Jenkins.
Tackled there by Rayshon Jenkins.
On the play. Second.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Breeze. Defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 1st and 10, Herbert looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of with the gun, Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
At the 22-yard line.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. A shotgun snap for Herbert. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert back to the air. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Again, Herbert to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Virgil Green, incomplete. It's 4th down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
28-yard attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Kickoff for the Chargers.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Badgley to kick off.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Well, typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking here for Smith downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously... He's by himself. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Breeze to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
The 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Brees going to throw. That's complete to his running back. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. They'll let this thing go for Sanders. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, it's Brees. And he finds Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brees. And this is caught to the ground. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Someone moved, flag is out, that's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Brees to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 2nd and 15 now. Brees out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. to throw. Hill. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Watts is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st.
A gain of 3.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 53 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Try to punch it in with Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. at their own 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to air one out. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Breeze. Complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Breeze now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Breeze again. This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Brandon Faison.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
The ball carrier.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup. He'll run it home. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a toss play to Eckler. Powering is there he goes, right side. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints 6-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Chargers, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count.